Hi guys, Todd here again with TW Home Show. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. And today I want to share with you a couple things we're doing to get ready to move on to another chapter in our lives. Like I showed you on the cover here, I've been working on over this last week on our new to us 2022 Chevy Blazer, and I had the front end all tore apart. The story behind that is I'm trying to get this thing ready while the RV's in the repair shop, trying to get this ready to be flat towed. So I ordered the complete setup off of eTrailer and had it delivered. Actually, when we got back from our last trip from Canada, and I had it delivered, and I figured, well, it's downtime now because the RV's in for body shop repair and putting on two new Furrion Ice Cube air conditioners on the roof. Might as well get this knocked out and done. So stay tuned, follow along, and I'll let you know what's coming up next. All right, and we're back. Notice I got the Chevy Blazer all put back together, and let me show you this. Flat tow ready. Look at this, guys. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself. Now this job took me about 3 or 4 days. I worked 3 to 4 hours a day on it because, you know, you'd get frustrated sometimes and just take a break and come back the next day rejuvenated. That's what I did. And I've also got a trickle charge on there that runs through the power line to the RV, so the battery won't go dead on us. Let me open the hood. I got a battery cutoff switch right here, so if you press that, it will disconnect the battery for when you're towing or flat towing it down the road, so it's not wasting battery on all the electronics. That with one hand, and so that's the battery power shutoff solenoid. All our trailer tow wiring there goes up through here. I had to remove all of this and reattach the whole front fascia all by myself. And we did get an automatic braking system, so I don't like those portable ones that you put in there between the seat. You know how you get the ones between the seat and the brake pedal, and then you have to push the seat up. I just don't want to fool with that mess. So you can see here it's got kind of like a pulley system on the brake there that's activated by an actuator powered by air pressure, and that's done with the InvisiBrake. I got this all through. They're all Roadmaster components that I got. So there's the InvisiBrake system right there, where you can make the adjustments, and you can see the pressure that you need it set at to pull that brake pedal when your RV's coming to a stop. Here's the rest of the setup. This is what goes on the RV. Got the Roadmaster Nighthawk. That's with the lighted arms. I like those. And then I got this little bag here to house all the other towing components, your pins and everything, the arms. So guys, man, I've been kind of dreading that job, but like I said, it took less than a week. It's all done now. Everything's buttoned up, put back together. I'm not able to test it yet because I don't have the RV back, but the RV should be done soon. And I figured while we're waiting, I'm gonna go ahead. I already set an appointment and prepaid to have a rear hitch installed on this Blazer as well. So that I figure, you know, if we want to have a carrier on the back for bikes, or, you know, a flat carrier to take extra stuff, since, you know, we might be going full-time RVing for a little bit, and I'll tell you more about that story in just a second. So I just want to have that as a multi-purpose vehicle right there. Guys, did I tell you this 2022 Chevy Blazer sucks? I mean it. This thing is a piece of crap. I hate it. You know what I hate it for? primary reason, this gasoline engine. I mean, who's got time for that? I mean, I was thinking the other night, I'm like, oh crap, yeah, I got to get this thing to have its oil change now regularly. And I hate it. I'm always going to the gas station now every couple of weeks to get this thing filled up. I ain't got time for that. And this thing, the entertainment on here, the entertainment system sucks. It's crappy. It doesn't work right. You got to pay extra, like, you know, up to $50 a month for some online connectivity. Right now, I'm just using, you know, your free Android Auto. Luckily, it has that. But even that, my stations don't play until I get about a mile or so down the road, and then they start playing. But man, once you come from Teslas, you never want to go back. The only reason I chose this to go back to an ICE vehicle is for flat towing. And you know what? I think we're this close. We're this close to where a Tesla nowadays, well, in the near time future, you know, they're testing that robotaxi out in Austin, Texas. I think in the very near future, we're going to be able to set a Tesla to follow us in the RV and have it drive itself. I'm sure of it. It's going to happen very soon. And that's the day I'm looking forward to. And then I'll sell this hunk of junk. Oh man, I just got a delivery from Amazon while I was filming. And this is the plug and play tow electric pigtail for our 2022 Chevy Blazer hunk of junk. So this is when I get the hitch done. I opted out of getting them to do the wiring because I looked it up, and it's just a pigtail that you plug in to a factory harness that is already in the back. So I ordered this and got it 1-day delivery. So we'll put that up here, and as soon as I get that installed, the rear hitch installed, I'll go ahead and tie that pigtail onto it. So there's another thing. Look at how nice it is out here, guys. It's been kind of rainy and cloudy all week as I've been installing the flat tow package, but it is nice out here. Of course, hot as hell, but it looks beautiful out here now. And I want to show you something else we did. We got brand new front double doors, and they are looking awesome. Yeah, so the problems we were having with the double doors, they were wood doors. They were not proper doors for here because there's no covering here, so they were gonna get rained on after this house was built. Somebody made a poor decision. These are fiberglass doors and PVC, I believe. Fiberglass and PVC, so no more rotting away. And I think I'm gonna have these spray painted to match the trim color of the house, so they don't really stick out as a bright white. But I had all the components taken over, the handles and the electronic door lock. They all fit right on the new door. And Cheryl found these doors on Facebook Marketplace, just a one-off set. I had measured, and she said, well, let me take a look on Facebook Marketplace. She found a set, and I actually called and set it up, and it's actually these installers that install for Lowe's and Home Depot. They were the ones selling this. They're on their own. I guess they got a one-off that they had to get rid of to get their money back. And they came out and installed this in 1 day with a two-man crew. Did an awesome job. Take a closer look here, I'll show you. Very sweet. And the glass, it's double pane glass. So it's double glass on these doors. Very high end. And they work excellent. I'll show you when I get in there from the other side. But they just open and close and latch so easy. I was so used to struggling with those other swollen doors. But now problem solved. So here's the story, guys. Here's our plan for me and Cheryl and the doggies. We've been planning this for the last year, trying to, get it together in our heads of a plan that may or may not work. We don't know. We're going to try it, but we want to get a property, a nice size house. It can be like under 3,000 square foot. This house is almost 4,000 square foot, but we don't use the upstairs. We like the space, but we want something that's newer. We want something that's built 2015 and newer. We're looking in the Tennessee area possibly, and we want at least 5 acres of land. This has a ½ acre of land on it, and all that is mostly up to the lake, which you can't build on, you can't do nothing on it because of HOA restrictions. So that's another thing. No HOAs at our next property. We want it to be our own and do whatever we see fit. I want to have a complete solar setup on it and power it with even more than this Blue Eddy setup we have here. Hopefully I can get to power the whole house. Like I said, about a 3,000 square foot home with 5 acres of land or more, and a place to park our RV, our motorhome, on our own property without paying an extra storage fee like we're doing now. We're losing so much money on these other things that this house, we've got tied into this house since 2013, and we don't need the amount of space. We had that in-law suite for my dad, but now we had to move him out into an assisted living facility. He doesn't have that much time left, and that's really the only one thing. Otherwise, we would have been going like gangbusters to get out of here. But there is so much, there's tons to do. And over the last year, you've heard me on the videos, I did clean out the entire attic. It was like stuff, holiday stuff, and then stuff we brought in 2013 from our old house and never touched it. And it was just rotting up there in the attic, in this hot attic. So I got all that stuff out. We sold it at the community yard sale. Anything left over I didn't want to keep. I just wanted to get rid of it because it's been up there for over 10 years. So I called Salvation Army and they came and picked up the rest. And I thought, man, after that was done, I thought, man, this is great. I feel like a bunch of stress has been lifted off of me. But then I look around here, I still got to clean up. I got tons of stuff I built up over the years. And these cabinets, just in the garage alone, guys, in the garage alone, all this stuff, and some of the stuff like the tools and accessories and stuff like that, I use on projects, and I need to keep everything in these drawers and everything hanging on the wall there. It's stuff that I use once in a while, not every day, but it's all that stuff is stuff I want to keep. But I got to get it ready to put in like a pod. Our plan is to maybe get a pod or something, have it dropped off in the driveway, but we don't want to do that. And I want to see if we can fit everything that we're going to keep just in one pod. But I'm afraid we might need 2 pods, even though there's no furniture left upstairs. It just, when I look in through all these cabinets, closets and shit like that, the garage, and see all this stuff, we got televisions and stuff, projectors we want to take, all this stuff. Now this stuff right here, that's going to be the new cabinet and dishwasher setup for the RV when I get it back. So that's another project I'll need my tools for. But I got to get, I guess I did order some boxes and stuff like that so I can start. You have to start somewhere. And it's like I get one of these projects done and I'm like, that feels a little good, but now I got all this other stuff to still do. So if you guys know how to deal with moving and moving stresses, leave me a comment below. Let me know your solution to how to wind down and manage moving a large household. If you've done it in the past recently, let me know some of your experiences, some of your ideas. But anyway, I'm going to show you some of the things I did inside, some of the projects I just got done recently over the last, say, 3 to 4 months. So I've been busy, but there's another thing I want to come show you. Now let me give you a glimpse of what we've done on the second floor. Now we haven't used the second floor only for guests since we moved in this house at the end of 2013. And so we decided to go ahead and pack that up. We packed that up last year, at the end of last year, and we actually redid the whole thing, the carpet and everything we redid. I'm going to show you this. New carpet all the way up, and we haven't gone up here. I got it blockaded for the doggies because I don't want them to come up here. But we'll take a look. Nice new carpeting all the way up the stairs into the hallway here and into all 3 bedrooms up here. So, and I also painted. It's nice. Nicely painted. This room actually I didn't have to paint. So this is kind of like an olive or sage greenish. And of course this bedroom has its own balcony over the pool. And then we have this other room here, another side bedroom. With a closet. And this room I completely painted, and I installed new ceiling fans as well. I think I did one in this room too. Yep, that's a new ceiling fan there. And a new ceiling fan in here. This is the best bedroom up here, I think. Completely painted with a view of the lake and its own balcony. The balconies I need to hose off. They're dusty. Need to fix the curtains out there. Privacy curtains. But yeah. So yeah, we're making the moves. We're trying to get ready. I don't know how long it's going to take us. It seems like I feel good every time I get one little job done, and then, you know, something else happens, or something else I find out that's going to be a huge task to try to pack up. And it's like after you pack it up and box it, then where do you put all them boxes unless you order a pod? And that's what we're going to do. We're going to actually order pods and then store the pods until we find our next place, so that everything that we own will be in a pod, and we just pay that rent fee on the pod until we're ready to drop it off somewhere else. It's just really difficult, you know, trying to buy another primary home for yourself and your family when you still have a high, you know, payment mortgage on your current property. Now in the past, I think the past 3 homes we've purchased, we've continued to have our primary home, purchased a second one, and then decided to go ahead and sell, you know, the home we moved out of. But this time, being that we want to get a bigger property with some land on it, someplace probably Kentucky, Tennessee area, something like that, that we're going to need a hefty down payment for it. So we want to just go ahead and move out of this house, get it on the market, and hopefully sell it pretty quickly, and then we'll be just full-time living in the RV. And we're hoping, you know, that's why I had to make all those preparations, getting the vehicle ready to flat tow. So we'll have the RV, we'll have the golf cart for entertainment and travel, and we'll have our main Chevy Blazer for, you know, store runs and stuff like that, flat towing behind us. So that's the, you know, that's the goal. But let me show you another modification we did, upgrade we did in order to sell the house. Our front doors, before we had double front doors, but they're made out of wood and they started swelling, and I've patched them up. They started rotting and stuff along where the hinges were. I relocated a hinge that was down on the lower side of door. I've relocated that up and tried to buy some more years out of it, which I did successfully, but finally the door, you had to like really push on it to open the front door and then yank on it to get it to close securely. So we finally found a solution for that. So this was one of my projects I did. I took care of, I had to replace our propane stovetop in our kitchen here. I had to actually cut into this hard surface countertop, which was a challenge, but got it all done. And it's looking really good now. It's a little dirty right now, but it's working great. Give it a shot. Nice. So, and of course you guys saw where I had to replace the non-working fireplace. It was just an electric fireplace. So I was able to get that overhauled and put a new unit in. And so that's taking care of this front room here. And we're gonna start working on, you know, the top cabinets, packing those up soon. That's why we got a staged area here. We're gonna start packing up in that buffet there. There's appliances and stuff like that, electric appliances. So we'll have to get all those packed up. And I plan on moving that buffet over to this room back here. And I'm gonna remove the projector arm up there, mounting arm and projector, and I'm gonna put it on the buffet down here and have it. It's an ultra short throw, so it's gonna project this way. So I think when we do get ready to sell the house, we'll probably just have it capable of, you know, a projector setup, and I'll leave the power screen that pulls down, because it's already got a built-in TV in here, which we use as our security monitor, and that TV goes up and down behind that fireplace unit there. So another thing that I did get done in preparations for our move is this side hall bathroom. It's a guest bath, we call it. There's no shower in it. And before, I'll show you some pictures here. It was really kind of dark and dingy in there with the dark wallpaper. And I thought about, you know, removing the wallpaper, and just remembered of past times I tried that, how difficult it was when you start peeling that wallpaper and the backing comes off from the sticky stuff, and half of it's on there, half of it's off, and it just turns into a nightmare unless you just want to just recover it with drywall mud or just new drywall. So I tried to avoid that, and I did. I think I did it successfully. I'll show you here. I actually painted over it, and I created kind of like a wainscoting type effect on the lower section to give it some sort of dramatic set off and make it look impressive for this size house. Let's take a look. So this is the after. Nice and bright compared to how it was. And you can see here how I added wood trim all the way around the bottom, and then paint it a little bit darker, like a beige, on the walls. And I like it. I think it turned out nice and bright compared to how it was before. All right, so here's the new double doors. Nice, it latches easy back and forth. Pull it open, no struggles. Closes easy. I love these new doors. And these things are solid too. They're heavy, even though they're fiberglass and PVC. They're really, really nice. And we got a good buy on this. These installed were about, I think, $3,600 installed, and the old ones taken away and removed. Why, I think I gave them $100. They said, no, we don't take old stuff. It's like, no matter what you want? No. It's like, for $100 you won't? Okay. They'll do it for that. You know, you just got to know what's in their mind. What are they trying to get at? So, now guys, the worst part. The worst part ever. We got up the other day. This was a couple weeks ago now. We got up and we're sitting in the rear lake room. All of us, me, Cheryl, and the doggies, and we heard this big crash. It wasn't raining out. It wasn't windy out. It wasn't nothing like that. And we found out, let me show you here. We came running out here. This is where we thought we saw it. And our beautiful stacked stone wall toppled. See that? Let me get you up closer. Half of it did. See how that lion sconce is kind of peeled off there? So it was just kind of, it's like a fascia stacked stone. And it's separated. I guess it just separated from this wall. So, I was about ready to set up, I was going to get my pressure cleaner out here. And I usually pressure clean. I usually pressure clean it like once a season. So it was about that time. Usually I do it in the springtime. And, but then this happened. And I'll show you some before pictures how it all collapsed, how I found all the rubble down here. It was all collapsed. Some of it spilled into the hot tub there. And now, guys, now I got something else I have to deal with on top of packing and getting ready to move to a new place. Now, here's where I'd like some comments below. Give me some ideas. Now, I've already kind of priced out. It would cost about $15,000 to $20,000 to have a professional stone worker come in here and replicate this. I already tried to call insurance company, denied. I don't know why we pay for insurance anymore. Everything seems to be denied, but denied on insurance. I don't want to spend $15,000 to $20,000 for somebody else to enjoy. I'm looking at this. Give me your ideas now. Should I just possibly, now this is just regular cinder block here, wall that was built, and it was stuccoed. And I believe that's how they built it from new, and then possibly the first owners came in and said, hey, we want a stacked stone look on top of this stucco wall back here, like a feature wall. So I might try to see if we could wire brush this, but then look at this gap here. I don't know, I could caulk that or something. I don't know what to do. It's kind of hard stucco. Might have to be leveled or smoothed there. That's probably due to the framing around the door here. So I got to see if, and another thing, this just fell off by itself. I don't know, I'm going to have to try that side with a crowbar or something and a hammer. Hopefully that comes off easily and doesn't chunk out the actual real wall cinder block. So that remains to be seen. So I was thinking doing like the stacked stone panels, faux panels, like I've done on the beams here and everything. And inside the house, I could do something like that. That's about $2,000, $2,500 if I do it myself. I might have to go that route if, you know, or I might see if they have more of a real stone look that they sell at Lowe's or Home Depot or something, you know, a real stone panel, or just try to paint it. I haven't decided yet. I mean, I sure could use some of your ideas. What would you do on that wall to complete this area back here? And something not strenuous. I mean, I'm tired of the heavy projects right now. I'm trying to get into move out mode. I don't have time for a big heavy project like this. So it come to mind and look back over here on this kitchenette. This is something I got to do too, because I've already replaced the propane cooktop inside that was damaged. This side, this one here, this outdoor kitchenette here, got to clean all this up. But this Gen Air thing is all rusted and corroding out. So I might get a propane cooktop here and something that will take like a canister propane tank that you plug in underneath and fire up like a regular propane grill. That's what I'm thinking. Whatever. That's another project. See what I'm talking about? All this stuff. So guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. It was kind of just an update and our plans moving forward. So when you see some of these videos and you're asking, scratching your head, what the hell is Todd doing this for? Well, now you have the plan. We're trying to get ready to move out and get into a newer home with more property and land. And something with a nice gate at the driveway and a long winding driveway would be nice to get up to the house. Give us lots of peaceful privacy. I think that's what we're looking for. I think that's what we both agree on. Guys, thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, and the next one, I'll probably give you an update when the RV gets back and how those air conditionings, let you know how those air conditionings are working, and we'll take a look at how good their body shop was at fixing that dent and the awning in the back. So I'll see you on the next one.